This message is for a select few people who are well known. If that is not you, this message is not for you. If you're part of my community, I'll see you in the next video, whatever applies to you. There are 4 of you who I know that this is for. You have either seen at least one of my videos before, or I'm brand new to you, and you have no idea how or why this message is getting to you. Why you're here, how you got here, why you're even listening to this. This is not something that you would usually watch or get your attention. It may not be part of your beliefs, but each of you have a belief system. You practice faith in some way, shape, or form, however it looks to you. And that's fine. It doesn't matter. It also doesn't matter that you would never listen to a message like this or watch a reading. It doesn't matter. Okay? You feel, or you at least have an inkling that this is for you, but I have confirmations here, a list of them that were coming to me so strongly they would not stop coming to me, which tells me that this needed to get to you, because it's very rare that I write down confirmations before I do a channeled message. I didn't know who this was for until I started writing the confirmations down, except one of you who, once I knew that I was going to make this video, your face kept popping up in my mind. I mean, your face is everywhere, so it's nothing creepy like that. But one of you are not as well known as the other 3. And we have spoken before. Yes, I know that you watch my videos. I don't really care. It's fine. Of course, with some of the messages that I've given, of course I'm going to know that some of the messages apply to you. It would be weird if I didn't. But I guess now is the time that I confirm it and let you know. Yeah, I know. Hey, how are you? And for the rest of you, my name is Alana. Glad this could find you. It's important that I know who you are, and I have these confirmations so that you know that this is for you. So please listen to them. This is an important message. This is an unofficial meeting. And I really got that energy when I got dressed. This jacket I actually wore to a funeral a while ago, so that let me know it was serious. 2 of you are more advanced than I am. You have more years than I do. Many, way more mature spiritually than I am. The other 2 of you are having a spiritual awakening right now. You're in the middle of it. You may not even know it, that that's what it is. But your connection to yourself, to the Creator, whatever your belief is, your higher power, that's getting stronger. And your beliefs around what you believe may even be changing and taking more form as you get revealed things. So I'm going to explain some things that the 2 of you who are more seasoned already know or don't need to hear. Please just bear with me. All right. Not all of these confirmations are going to apply to you, but a lot of them will. There is something, more than one thing here for each of you. The last video I put out about working with a past person or an ex could definitely be significant. They could even be in your life now. They may or may not be trying to bring chaos into your life. But that message is significant for at least 3 of you. It would be somebody that you had a child or children with. Speaking of that, one of you, something about your child being in school either for the first time or you just picked them up from school, or they're about to start school, even though I know it's a random time of the year. However that applies to you. But it's important that I know who you are and have these confirmations also, so that you get an idea of who I am. Because you cannot trust everybody. And there's some messages in here about that too. And as I give these confirmations, it's going to weed out some of the people who are going to be listening to this, knowing that it's not for them, because, people like to just be into that kind of stuff, seeing what's going on. It won't matter. I will not be mentioning names or giving away anything that will let other people know who this is for. Confidentiality is very important. With that being said, one or more of you need to know or need to hear, be careful with who you get messages from, especially on YouTube. But in general, even people around you, people spiritual who may come up to you and give you messages in person, be careful with who you shake hands with, who you lock eyes with, and exchange energy with. But especially on YouTube, because if they find out, some of them, if they find out who you are, they can become a monitoring experience. Monitoring experience. Yeah, because you could have an experience with them, but they can become a monitoring spirit. And I'm even speaking on that through my own experience. And I'm not even well known. So they could also get into this fan behavior, and then their messages become tainted, or, their character. And that also has something to do with the message I'm going to say after a moment. Why I'm even doing this. Because it's weird for somebody to go out of their way to do a celebrity reading. And also be wary of the people who do readings, do messages on specific people, especially celebrities, people who are well known. Okay, because that is not authorized. That is just as bad as, gossip, and that is trespassing on somebody's privacy. They are not authorized to do that. It's actually pretty wicked to do, especially people who try to give messages on people who have already passed away from this flesh. They are not authorized to do that. They are not authorized messengers, okay? Be careful with who you listen to. For one of you, also, it is time for you to change therapists. Confidentiality is one thing. No, you don't have to worry about personal information getting out there, you getting exposed, nothing like that. You don't have to worry about it. But they do mention your name to their spouse, whoever they live with. They do mention your name. If they say, oh, I had a rough day, my client, had a lot going on and I'm emotional, something like that, okay, that's not too bad, but they still, regardless of if it's your spouse or not, your name should not be brought up. But why that's so important is because it goes into the main thing here is the fact that they don't really care. And you could really use somebody who actually cares to listen to you and to help you. Because your therapist, it's just money to them. They're just clocking in. But you need somebody who's going to listen, help, share empathy with you, okay? Now, why I'm doing this message in the first place, why it is for people who are well known in the first place. This idea came to me when I was opening a window. And it's just one of those things, it came to me, okay, I'm going to do this reading for people who are well known. I didn't know it was going to be for four specific people. I thought it was going to be general. But like I said, the messages, they kept coming to me. I started writing them down, and there's a lot. I'm not even going to show the paper so that people who can't read it, and I put a couple names on there. So opened the window, the idea came to me, and I got this message of you being sick of or becoming sick of fan behavior. People who are superficial and, oh my gosh, you're so and so, and it's starting to get tiring. You may even just be feeling tired with working and stuff. You may or may not be not putting out as many projects or doing as many things because you just need a rest. And matter of fact, one or two of you're wearing a bonnet when you're watching this video, in relax mode. But you are, for at least most of you, you're really growing tired of the fan behavior and being famous or being well known, and people just not treating you like a person, which you are. Wanting autographs and taking pictures and talking to you and putting a mask on. You can tell that people have a mask on, putting on a facade and just being overly excited. You just want to have a normal conversation with people. Or it can be hard for you all of you have a very small circle. You probably don't even have a circle. You may not have anybody, but you don't really have anybody you can trust. For one of you though, you will be sharing this video with your mother, and you can trust her. And that is the only person you can really trust, that you feel you can really trust. That's fine that you share this video, y'all, regardless of whatever I advise you to do or whatever I say, you're going to make your own decisions anyway, of course. That's your freedom, that's your choice. But I almost want to cry mentioning that with your mother. I don't know, that maybe they're just, getting older in age or things with health, but they're still there. And there's something there emotional with that, but, I'm sharing some empathy with you on that. Then I was meditating on what was significant about me opening the window and then getting the message to do this video, which I'm still not sure what the actual message is. We'll get into that after the confirmations. There's still messages here for you anyway. But then I got that 21 Savage. I'll pull up it out. Okay, I know wasn't that like at the beginning when he first started becoming more known and blowing up and stuff. So that's significant for somebody. And none of the songs, there's a few songs in here, none of them are by people that this is for. Just putting that out there. But they are significant. So I'll pull up and air it out. When you enter a room, your presence is very known. All four of you are very powerful individuals. You have very strong communicative skills, or your voice is very powerful. However you use it. Actually, when I was getting ready for this video, I think it's gone now, but I started to get a rash on my throat and down here too. I actually feel it a little bit here too. This is when I was channeling that one of you are preparing for some sort of speech somewhere, or somewhere that you use your voice without getting too specific. And somebody could be trying to attack your throat chakra or your vocal abilities because they don't want you to speak, or they don't want you to outperform them, or This person, they're afraid of you though. I will say that. They want to see you fall. It's not going to happen though. But yeah, you could be seeing a lot of blue. But I know at least one of you, you're like, what the F am I doing here? Why am I still listening to this? This is for you. You know this is for you. Oh, speaking of this, speaking too, for one of you, and I know who, but there is somebody that you're becoming tired of who is also well known. They have the letter C or K, the K sound, as one of their initials. And you're sick of this individual because you feel like they are a sellout. And you're tired of seeing their face, and every time you see them, all you can think of, oh, this person's selling out. They, it's like they have no self-respect or morals, or they just do stuff to do it. But it is advised, and again, it's your choice whether to take the advice or not, but it is advised that you don't speak on them. If you were wanting to or thinking about it, or if you do an interview or something, to not bring them up, because it could bring drama. And I know that you don't have a problem with being up against anybody or people. Again, when you guys walk into a room, it's like you air it out. Or people, your presence intimidates people. You have a strong presence, okay? But I know you're not worried about that, and you're not afraid of anybody. You're not worried about anybody. You know you're protected. But it's just one of those things of bringing extra drama that's unnecessary. Also, that other person that you're tired of, that you may want to mention, because you know what they do and why you view them as a sellout. And because of that, they are in connection with a lot of people who want them to do this stuff. And I don't know, there could be a blacklisting thing. And I know that you don't care. But again, it's just a thing of unnecessary drama, and it's just something for you to feel more at peace in your own life. And if you do it, there will be other people who talk about you, bring it up, the fact that, oh, so-and-so said this about so-and-so. And it's just unnecessary. So that's just for you to know. Speaking of your presence, all four of you have one of two energies. Well, first of all of you are playful or have a playful side. Two of you, though, you show this more, or you're more open with it. And you have, not saying that you're immature at all, but you have more of this childlike innocence and playful side to you. And I just heard the word boisterous. That could be you. And the other two of you, you have more of this sultry, smooth, calmer energy to you, but you still have a playful side. Just people don't always see it. And because of this, you are a lot more intimidating to people, but you're also very attractive. All four of you are very attractive, even just from your energy. It really was reminding me of Prince energy. But you're very charismatic. Very charismatic. And people adore you. People are very attracted to you. Not even just physically. It's not about physical. More on that, and the fact that you could be tired or wanting more to relax. All four of you at this time are more in touch with your feminine energy. Everybody has a level of masculine and feminine energy. You can still be a man, very masculine, but be more into your feminine side, where at this time you're just wanting to relax or tone it down. The way you speak could even be changing a little bit. But all four of you have been in, for a long period of time, this pushing, enduring this hustle kind of mode. At least, even if it was a while ago when you more so did this, when you first became well known, but it was for a long period of time, you were used to being a hustler and getting to it and being very goal oriented and not giving up. That's why you're so well known. That's why you're as successful as you are. And now you're just wanting to pull back a bit. But that also has to do with the times that we're in right now. Overall, in the earth, spiritually. There's something for most of you about parenthood. It could be because of parenthood, or you could be newer or have younger children. Newer as a parent. And that could be changing as well and having a big effect on your spiritual awakening that you're having. And for at least one of you, the one who I was seeing, you, because of your demeanor or because of how people know you, they wouldn't really expect you to be a certain way. People judge you based off of what they are able to see about you, but you actually have matured a lot, and people are actually beginning to respect you more because your energy is changing, and you could pick up on that too. Same thing for, what does this finger have to do with? I don't know if it's relationships or, no, action? I'm not sure, but it's affecting that. I'll have to look that up and add it in probably. The same person who has this therapist that needs to change. This is a lesson that you've been learning, where just because people who provides a service, just because they are more expensive or more known by other celebrities or high class people and other people use them, whether you are close to them or not, or you speak with them or not, it does not mean that they are better. You may actually have a better result by using a counseling service from somebody who is less expensive and less known. I'm not saying just get somebody cheap or somebody that, I'm just saying though, more expensive, more known does not equal better. Another song that I got was Uptown Girl. So one of you may want somebody who's not really known or rich or whatever, because you want something different, or you just may be tired of industry people, or you already know everybody, or you may also want to settle down or just find somebody to share life with, even if you don't get married. You may not believe in being married and believe in, we have different partners for different times, and we have multiple soulmates, and we are with different people at different times, depending on if we align at that time or not. But you want somebody to share your life with now, and it could be somebody who's not up there in terms of finances and reputation. Another song that got to me, please, YouTube, somebody, please nobody, try to take this video down. I promise I'm not making any money from this, stealing nobody's song, but I'm gonna sing it. But the part I heard was, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. So, that's significant to at least one of you two. And for the two women, y'all like to put that shit on, okay? When you do, depending on your style, it's you. You dress how you want to dress. But you don't always have to. It depends on how you feel if you want to, but you don't always do it up. or especially when you're at home chilling. You could be natural, you could be wearing whatever, but regardless, you're very confident and sure of yourself. And you know you look good regardless of how you dress or whatever you do with yourself. But you always look put together, even when you don't really put yourself together. You know, you like to stay clean, you have a routine. As for the men, you like to look good, but you're not so much into fashion. Not too much into clothes, but you do have your times. So, yeah, that's for that. Now you know this is for you or everybody else that you should be going by now, or just people trying to listen in, monitor, whatever. Let's see what messages come out for you. There is something that's important. I don't know why you're here, why this message is for you, but I needed to be the one to deliver it to you. And again, I do feel like it has to do with this full moon energy that we're pretty much in right now, or something that's coming up, or, you know, maybe you just, again, you don't have people that you can really trust, or, you know, people you can get in the physical advice from, and maybe I just need to be that person. 3919 I saw, you know, you're going to see a different number because I taken out the blank spaces and stuff. Also, at least one of you're unsure about this, what I do. I don't know if you read scripture or not. It's in there. Casting lots. The disciples did it, and so on. And the only difference is they didn't have cards like we do now. At least not in the beginning. They used stones. You can look it up, do your own research if you're unsure, but pray about it, ask for the answer. But you're not going to be punished, or you don't really have to worry about anything when it comes to you learning the truth, trying to go along your journey, okay? Because that's something I was nervous about. But I had 2 dreams that showed me that I was pulling cards. I was like, are you sure? Well, if that's so, please send me a deck of cards then. He sent me 2. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. And then to show myself approves, I wanted to know that I could prove that it was fine. And the whole time the disciples were casting lots. So anyway, just, you don't have to worry about finding yourself and shaping your beliefs. But yeah, I feel like there's something coming up though. But if you need to contact me, email, any links, or you want, you can check the description, anything you need to know. Yeah. Door to spirit, leg up. Door to spirit, this is you, your spirituality, you knowing yourself, you knowing the higher power. That's just how I'm going to refer, because you all believe different things here. Number 3 is significant, 32, 34. And you're getting an upgrade as far as, yeah, or this is help. A leg up, this is help spiritually. Let me read Door to Spirit. There's something there for that. But you are receiving some sort of help, or like hey, I don't know, could be me. But, you know, you are receiving, yeah, spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. Yeah. The door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. Orbs of light guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper comprehension of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. Yeah. It opens onto truly unlimited potential. Changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. For one or more of you, I feel like this is for the more mature ones. There's something within you that you're going to find it just clicks. Even though you're very stable and firm on what you believe or have believed, there's something that is like a ping. You know, like those things that show a location. A ping within yourself or another person. This card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts, deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, the higher power's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. For one of you, or one or more of you, and again, a leg up. This is basically an upgrade or help with it. A step up, a level up in that. But your dreams are going to become more vivid. It's very important that you write them down, analyze them. If you don't know how or you don't know what they mean, I do dream interpretations. I can also just simply show you how to interpret your own dreams, because people, if you have the discernment, if you know what you're doing, you can be able to, at least to an extent, comprehend your own dreams and get your own messages. But yeah, pay attention to your dreams. You could be noticing your gifts increasing, getting stronger. One or more of you, you're also being able to see, to discern better with people. It's like you're gonna see the demons in people's faces. And this may take you off guard at first. People that you didn't expect or you did suspect and it just wasn't confirmed to you. People in high places, even religious figures people who come off a certain way, and you're seeing them like shapeshift in front of your eyes, or seeing that demon manifesting. And they may come up to you and talk to you, and it's like they may even have beady eyes, or you can just see in their eyes the possession, and you're like, whoa. So yeah, be careful who you shake hands with. You don't have to. You know, you don't have to do anything you want to do. Okay, orphaned. Yeah, again, feeling by yourself. You could feel like an orphan, or you just have a tight circle where you're just by yourself. Walking away. Woman holding a coin. Okay. So, some of you, you've been dealing with somebody or people who just wanted to take from you, use you, just wanted you for the money, whatever, and you're finding this out, or this is just what you had to do, and this is why you're alone now. Lots of purple here, violet and red, this magenta color. But and it doesn't have to be a woman, especially for the men though, it was a woman, somebody you took care of, but it just didn't feel fulfilling. There was no passion there was no true connection. But for all of you, this is just people who, hey, even some homegirls for some of you that just so surface level. And it's like, dang, y'all got anything better to talk about, or you're supposed to be in my circle and you're acting like a fangirl, you know? Just hee hee ha ha and not having much to talk about, just waiting for me to say something and be great or something, you know? 2-2. Yeah, you made a decision to walk away from some people, or you could be doing this now, or you did it recently. Take it how it resonates, because you all are in different, going through similar things, but in kind of different places. Moon energy? Moon energy. Okay. Full moon. People could be acting strange right about now. I know for me, I've been feeling crampy. So it is definitely having an effect on people, and especially the people who have some shadows that they didn't observe, not doing inner work. Yeah, you're gonna be, oh my gosh, like somebody you're thinking like, yeah, the werewolves are coming out. That felt interestingly. You have appreciation. This is what you want. You do get respect. Your presence demands respect. You could intimidate people, or people are respecting you more. But in terms of personal connections, you want at least somebody that you can just share life with. Somebody who can respect you not just because you're well known or for clout, just to be able to say that they met you or was around you, but they actually see you. One of you, you're even tearing up right now because yeah, it hurts. And even I couldn't imagine because, hey, all four of y'all older than me, and yeah, I was thinking that too. You may want to know how old I am. I'm 23. Somebody, you want to know that. Well, all of you probably want to know that. Um, but I could only imagine having more years of being alone. I've dealt with the same stuff to my own level in my own life. I don't have a circle either. Yeah, all that glitters. This is talking about people wearing masks, stuff being fake. I've dealt with it too. Yeah, I don't. I have relatives. I have family, but I don't know what it's really like to have a true mother or father figure. Because they were there, but they weren't. They really weren't. And you may have also not had people around you who were emotionally available, or they just didn't have that emotional depth, that spiritual depth. They had nothing to offer you. And what you could find is that you're so much more peaceful by yourself, even though you want somebody to share life with, though. Of course, we're not meant to be completely alone. We're built for community. But you're better off by yourself, is what you've found. You could think of yourself as a lone wolf or something. But reason being, because when you're around the wrong people, you feel more alone. And that's what can happen. You can feel more at peace by yourself. If you know you're around the wrong people here, if when they are around you in your presence, even if they're not talking down to you or treating you badly, specifically, or at least not yet, them just being in your energy affects you to where you feel lonely, and you could be wondering why you're depressed, why you're feeling bored, why you feel like you don't fit in, or you feel like you're being left out, even if no one is specifically leaving you out. It's because they don't appreciate you. They don't see you. They don't know your worth. They don't know your value, and it's nothing to take personal. They don't know their own selves. Oh, serendipity, deep knowing. This is preparedness working in your favor, not just luck. I don't really believe in luck, but you being lucky, you being blessed, but it also being the right time, you being prepared. And so, because of your preparedness and divine timing, something working out for you with deep knowing, the world, this is a change. The world with spiritual awakening, new beginning, this is what you're going through. Ah, isn't that exciting? Yeah, you can feel this. You already feel this. You feel the shift. Look at that full moon right there. Haha. Wow. There's more of a fullness, more of a fulfillment that you're gonna feel. Ah, that was for you guys. I had a cup. I'm gonna put it in tomorrow's reading for a collective message. I don't know if you'll be there or not, but I had a cup that broke earlier, porcelain. It was just like this one, just a regular mug. And it broke in a couple pieces, but I was able to put them back together. But there was one piece in the middle that came out. I put all the bigger pieces together, and there was one little hole in the middle though. And the message there is you've been able to really, so something's like gonna click, something within you, something to your core being. Maybe you with another person, a ping. Oh my god. you You've been able to put yourself back together through all the pain, throughout the hurt, you being broken. You're able to put yourself back together, but there was that one tiny little smidgen of a hole within you that has not been filled. And just as a full moon, all these things are full here. This is going to be you. Feeling complete with another person. For one of you, this may be your child. Or, yeah, this is going to be your child. But for, I think, the rest of you, the other three of you, you are finally finding that person because it's time. You know, this is the new earth coming in here, taking shape, and you're finally able to have that person who you can share your life with, like I said. And that is going to fill this tiny void that you've been walking around with and living with. Because it's divine timing, and you've been prepared, and you've been waiting a long time for this. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to be loud. This is so exciting. 2 and 4. Journey and happy family. 10 of Cups. This is your ultimate fulfillment when it comes to love. Your cup being filled. And that was the other part with the mug. The reason why I feel like it broke is because part of it though is that your cup is about to be overfilled, meaning your emotional fulfillment is, your cup's going to be filled, overfilled. I actually saw a couple videos of that. Somebody filling up a cup, and somebody actually even made the reference, oh, your cup is running over, or your cup runneth over. Journey, that's your journey, your spiritual journey. It's finally time. It's time, y'all. Yeah, this change, this is a shift. This is what you're coming into finally. You feeling whole and at peace. Not having whole within you. It's like you just feel so spiritually and divinely drawn to each other. Again, it's like this ping going off. You could have telecommunication here, telepathy, the fates. 16, 17, and 18. This is divine order. Oh, shoot. This is divine order. 16, 17, and 18 up there. I've been seeing 777. I started seeing that between today and last night, and 7 or 1117. So that's completion. 7, number of completion here. Spirituality, intuition. 1117, you being on the right track. This is fated. This is meant to be. It's unavoidable. Embrace it. Like she embracing herself, and like you've just taken care of yourself. Be open to it. One of you, the person who wanted to maybe talk about somebody that you maybe shouldn't really bring up at this time, at least. You just, I'm hearing Smoke With Me, Babe. That Miguel song. You just wanted somebody to just smoke with you, chill with you, spend time with you whenever you have the time. But there's no pressure. They got their own stuff to do. You know, yes, they maybe need you, want you in their life. desire you, see your value, but they let you do you too, because you got work to do. There's no pressure, but you don't want to y'all don't care to be fooling around with different people, and that's how you know this is for you, and it's not just for any well-known people, because you don't like to be into too much, and you're not one of the sellout type of people or people who sleep around or like party too much or whatever. Like you'd rather just party by yourself, but who really likes to party by themselves? You know what I mean? But to have that person. What else? This is great. Community. Justice, to be fair. Truth be told. Versus putting a mask. This is true. This is true. No, you don't have to jump into something with this person real quick because, you know, can't trust everybody, but at the same time, you're going to feel it. You're going to know. That ping is going to go off. You're going to feel it. This person's for you. They make you feel free, and they could really they're bringing out that playful side in you, and you feel like you could play with them, have fun with them. One of you could just, you like to be more around women. You don't really like to have men around you. There's a number 7 again. You could have more than one, like you could have maybe kind of an open, it's just maybe you have more than one woman. You're more than one person. But, or just a couple females around you in your life who are close to you. You may not be intimate with all of them, or maybe you are, but this depends. This depends for you. This is justice. It's something that is reciprocal. This person or these people, they're fair to you. They're fair to you, and they are also open with you. And you could be vulnerable with each other, but it's not really being vulnerable, or you don't see it that way because vulnerability means you're open to being hurt. There's no need to feel like being hurt here. And again, with that deep knowing, you just know who this person is to you, or that they're meant to be in your life. That's exciting. Anything else? And we'll leave it there. Never-ending story, caring connections with storm warning. Never-ending story is also a card of drama. You just, you could have some people upset about this or trying to cause drama, but I feel like you and this person, or whoever you're with, who fills this space for you, y'all gonna be tight. You're not even gonna, you're gonna be so tight. And no one's gonna be able to harm it though. It's just people trying to be upset or act upset at you, especially some exes here. Clarify storm warning, please. Never-ending story. You could also, it's like you may have had hard times with this person. Maybe you met them already, or it could be like I said, that last message I uploaded. That could be for you too. Working with a past person, especially somebody you had a child with. You went through a lot, but it's like you're more ready now. You're more prepared to be in each other's lives. Most of you, I think half of you, this is somebody you've already met before, and the other 2 of you, well, the other one of you, it's your child, and the other one, it's somebody you either just met or you barely know, okay? Clarified storm warning, not for you. This is about protection. It wasn't the right time. Rocky waters. Yeah, there was somebody you might have even, I see you throwing things at each other, or you threw something at them. Something like, I see like, not a pot, but like a vase, like some sort of metal vase. You were used to having connections where you were just fighting, you didn't align. You felt alone. You felt like her up there, sitting on that hourglass. Like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of dealing with this. These people making my head hurt, and why you always felt alone, or you felt like some sort of alien, and they just didn't get you. People didn't get you. There's a mirror next to her. It's like you only had yourself. And now you don't have to feel like that anymore. Anything else? Oh yeah. Door to value. Somebody you can actually build with and have more with, or it's not going to waste. You're not going to feel like it's wasted time, wasted resources, but this is abundance. And it doesn't have to just be about money. This is abundance, and abundant. You're going to be very fertile together and have a strong creative energy and be able to create more and have more abundance. I just keep hearing that. Smoke with me, babe. Higher power. Attachment and deceit. Huh. 5-5. That's change. It's also movement. Attachment and deceit. Yeah. Be careful with holding on to past hurts, past regrets, times you were stabbed in the back before. Let it go, because this is ultimate healing. This is divine timing, or divine partner. Or partners. Especially for the masculines here. He's holding like a box of coins, of pentacles. Be careful with wanting to hold on and not. You can give freely without, like, you don't have to just give everything or do too much. Again, you can get to know each other or start slow. There should be no pressure here though. But if you could say that you're withholding yourself from this person, that's something that you're being warned about. Don't be strategic. Oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I just got deja vu because it was either a vision or a dream that I got a long time ago that I was giving this message. And I was saying that part right there. I didn't even know I was gonna be a reader yet. Wow. Yeah, again with the dreams. But brevity. I just heard the word brevity. I don't know what that means. I think there's a drink called brevity too. I think it's a kombucha. But something about that word. But yeah, be careful of withholding yourself, because that can create an unstable foundation, and that could mess up, them being open with you or feeling secure with you. You could really self-sabotage a good thing here by not being open. 414. Yeah. This is really somebody you could give to. It's like you take care of them, they take care of you. It's reciprocal. Anything else? Change. change. So yeah, you could have some movement, or having to move things around, or making arrangements to be with this person, but everything's gonna work out. You know, you don't have to worry about anything. You just take it one step at a time. And go at your own pace. There should be no pressure around this connection. And the other person, they've been prepared to be with you also. It's been divine timing. Yeah, just be careful not to hold on to the past and bring that into this connection. Anything else? Yeah, because you could cause, building blocks. Again, you can build with them during a romance. Envy. Yeah, this could be other people. You won't really have to worry about them though, especially because y'all, first of all, you're protected, but you both, or you all, you're gonna be so close together. You're gonna be like unbreakable. It's time. It's finally time. So I'm very excited for you. But yeah, bye guys.